Welcome to this week's Social Security show on Chicago Cable Access Network. We will have an informative show lined up for you today, and remember, you can be a part of the show by calling in at 312-738-1060. But first, a message about our website found at socialsecurity.gov. At Social Security, we're always looking for ways to improve how we communicate with you. It's been a year and a half since we've joined the blogosphere, and we couldn't be happier with the content we've been able to provide. The blog is exactly what we envisioned, an honest conversation with you about our programs, the topics that matter to you, and how our agency can better serve you. On our blog, Social Security Matters, we told you about our online services, warned you about protecting yourself against fraud, and shared new ways you can start preparing for a secure retirement. If you haven't read our blog, check it out now. And if you have, here's an opportunity to revisit some of our best posts of the year and a half. It's never too late to join the conversation by commenting on these blog posts. We have Social Security and Veteran Affairs, Partnership Speeds, Disability Decisions for Veteran Backlogs. And we have How I Navigated the Social Security Disability Process blog, Reporting Changes is Your Responsibility blog, Scammers Fake Social Security email blog, so that way you can know that that message from Social Security, is it valid or is someone trying to get your information? Then a Disability Insurance Program, Securing Today and Tomorrow for 60 Years blog. This is wrapping up the 60th year of Social Security disability. Next year, we're going to talk about what Social Security topics for disability matter to you, so take a look on the blog. Have you seen your Social Security card lately blog? I know that's one for many of us. I'm still looking for mine at home. Your Social Security statement is now at your fingertips blog. With the new year, it might be time to get your new Social Security statement to see what's been added or changed. A special arrival. Top baby names for 2015. Soon we'll have 2016. Keep on looking on our Social Security Matters and find out. And of course, what is the Social Security blog? And finally, Going Online isn't Social Security isn't hard work blog. So that way you can get a better idea about what's online. And we'll revisit that online topic as we go. Welcome. I'm Andrew Salata. I'm Public Affairs Specialist for the Social Security Administration here in Chicago. I have the opportunity to go out and speak with many of you at public events or at job sites to talk about Social Security. And with me today I have Dolly, our expert. I'll let Dolly introduce herself.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. You introduced yourself as Andrew. Can I call you Andy tonight?
Sure, we'll go informal so that way we can warm up to our audience.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so my name is Dolly Robinson, and I work out of the Social Security office at 63rd and Cottage Grove. I promised my co-workers that I would give them a shout out today. And I'm what you call a technical expert. I work with claims and seeing the public.
Thank you. And with your technical expertise, we hope to have some questions coming in at 312-738-1060. But in the meantime, I talked about socialsecurity.gov for our blog, and going online is very easy. But what is new on our Social Security website?
Oh, what's new? Okay. Social Security is always innovating and improving our technology to better serve you, our customers. In an effort to meet our goal to deliver innovative quality service, we are improving how you can check the status of your Social Security benefit application online. Placing the application status feature behind our My Social Security portal, remember you have to have a My Social Security account, provides a secure service delivery channel that will allow the agency to provide detailed status information without requiring a confirmation number. Our first service improvement will include information for Social Security and SSI, which is our Supplemental Security Income Program, benefits, initial claims, and appeals. But future modifications will allow you to check the status of medical and non-medical redeterminations. Those are people who are already receiving benefits. With the new application status, you will see the reentry number, for in-progress online applications. If you've filed an application, be able to check the status, know where that application is, know if the office has sent it where it needs to go. Detailed information about the current status of the application or appeal, and that's if it's still pending, if there's been a decision. The location where your claim is being processed, like if it's still in the office for some reason, or it's in Springfield, or it's at our hearings office, so you'll be able to check that. And you also will be able to check the scheduled hearing information for your hearings or for the hearings at the hearings office.
And I know that's a pretty important feature because I know a lot of calls
Oh, yeah.
we used to get back when I was in the field office, we'd always get calls about, well, I filed my hearing, where's it at, and is there a scheduled date yet? So this way, a lot of that information now will be at your fingertips, and just by creating a My Social Security account. And we're going to talk a little bit more about why you should create a Social Security account, not just because of the claim status, but I think that feature alone is a
Absolutely.
great way of doing it.
And actually, Andy, I think this gives the customer more control. It gives them more control over their claims at this point. And they don't have to just rely on us and call in and be on the phone for minutes and hours sometimes, coming to the office, waiting. So this gives them control.
Yes, I mean, it's a great option. I mean, we still have our traditional services,
Of
but
course.
with us being able to be connected almost any time to the internet, it makes it a lot easier to just especially now that cell phones are getting bigger and bigger, you could probably read your information on those big cell phones that they have now, so that way you have an easier time of
Yeah,
connecting and doing it quickly.
I think it's a great thing.
So as we talk about new things, let's talk a little bit about what's going to be new for 2017. I mean, we're going to be 1 year closer to retirement for many of us, whether it's you're at your first job or wrapping up a successful career. There's always new things to learn about when it comes to saving for the future. So why not make retirement planning a part of your New Year's resolution? And with that, let's lead into My Social Security account online, and why would that be a great part of everyone's retirement plan?
Oh, yeah, it's an excellent tool for everyone. Whether you're thinking about retiring now or later or whenever, you should set up your My Social Security account. It gives you a personal online account, and you can securely use to check your Social Security information and do business with us. With a My Social Security account, you can, number one, keep track of your earnings and verify them every year, which is very important. Sometimes there are errors, so you can check that on your My Social Security account. You can get an estimate of your future benefits. You can play with those numbers, see if you want to come out at age 63, 64, 66, whatever. Get a replacement Social Security card if you meet certain criteria and reside in certain locations, and Illinois is not one of them.
But Wisconsin and Michigan are.
Wisconsin and Michigan, some of our bordering states. You can get a letter with proof of your benefits if you're currently receiving benefits. And you can manage your benefits, like change your address. Don't have to get on the phone, call our 800 number. You can start or change your direct deposit. You don't have to get on the phone, call the 800 number, or come into the office. We would like you to visit our office, but you'll be there visiting us for a real long time sometimes. You can get a replacement Medicare card, and you can now get a replacement 1099. That's for your taxes. You can get that on SSA 1042S for tax season. So you don't have to visit the office to get those documents if you have a Social Security account.
I mean, the only thing you'll probably need is a printer, and just remember to have that printer paper and cartridge, which is what I always try and remember. I think I might have to pick one up on the way home. But,
Oh, yeah.
but
Make
that's
sure you
something.
have some ink.
So, because the convenience of it is you can print it up at home, so that way you don't need to take that special trip. Right now all the snow and ice has melted. It's kind of windy out there, but it's still pretty cold. But we're still starting the winter season, so that weather isn't going to be the
Yes.
best for the coming months. But you may need something from Social Security, and using your My Social Security account online can get you that information.
Yeah, it keeps, especially the seniors that can't get out, don't have transportation. If you have access to a computer, your grandchildren, your children, get them to help you with that, with that technology. They can do it for you in a snap, and then you have all of your information right at hand. Of course, we invite you to come to our office now. Our offices are not closed. You can also call our 800 number, 1-800-772-1213. You can do it by phone, and I think it takes about 2 weeks to get your statement if you call the 800 number. But why wait 2 weeks when you can get it right at home in a matter of minutes?
So I did kind of tease about the new information for 2017.
Oh, yeah.
And, but of course I had to throw in the commercial about my Social Security account first.
Of
So let's get back to 2017 and what's new, because you've
exciting.
probably already heard about our slight increase, a 0.3% cost of living increase, which can range anywhere from a few dollars to about $6 a month. But how's that affecting our supplemental security income beneficiaries, or SSI recipients?
Oh, good. I'm glad you asked about SSI. The amount of your SSI depends on where you live and how much income you have. Income is always a factor if you're on SSI. The maximum SSI payment may vary if states also include a supplement, and Illinois is not one of those states. But some of our states used to be, like Wisconsin, Michigan, they used to be, but they no longer have the state supplement. The maximum federal benefit for an eligible individual for 2017 will be $735, and for a couple it will be $1,103. However, many states do add money to that basic payment, which is called a state supplement. And you can go to states like California, Washington, and some of those other states, and you may get a little bit more money. So when you talk to people, I find out when you talk to people, they say, I get $800 from SSI. They're not getting $800 from SSI. They're getting $735 plus the state supplement. So people need to be aware that they have to be living in certain states to get that extra money.
And I always talk about it because some people say, well, what states do it? Well, usually it's going to be the states that are going to be more costly to live in, and that's why they're giving the extra money. So is it really going to be helpful if it's going to cost more to live there? You may be getting a little extra, but is it going to cover everything? So that's always one of the things when we always get calls, well, what if I move? How much will I get here or there? And it really does matter about where you're living, so we can't answer that until you move. Exactly.
And then it depends on some of your living arrangement situation, if you're paying for food, if you're able to cook, and a lot of things, you're just not going to get that supplement as like a blanket amount of money just because you live there. There'll be some other factors that are weighed into that.
I know it's probably a little quiet after the holidays, or we're still celebrating some holidays or looking forward to the new year, but if you're listening and you have a question, give us a call at 312-738-1060. And we've talked in general about Social Security, but whenever you have a topic about Social Security, if it's something general, we can at least direct you, maybe help you know where to go to, or just answer a simple question you may have. And speaking of simple questions, a lot of times we get this question. I'm receiving Social Security benefits and I may want to go back to work. How is it going to change for people in 2017? Is it going to be good for them?
Work is always good. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
I think work is always good. We tell our clients that work is always good. We encourage them to go to work. If you're receiving retirement or survivor's benefits, then the amount will depend on your age. Your age, that's a big factor. If you're under full retirement age, you can earn up to $16,920 in 2017. And if you work over that limit, for every $2 over that limit, we hold back $1. For example, if you earn $20,000 in 2017, since this is $3,080 over the limit, we must hold back $1,540. And if you receive a $1,200 benefit per month, then that's a little over that amount. So we would hold back probably 2 checks, and then you'll get the rest later on in the year.
See, I always like to throw math in there.
Yeah, really, yeah. And so if you're turning 66 in 2017, then you can earn a big whopping $44,880 in the months before you reach your 66th birthday. So it's really advantageous to a person who's going to be 66 in March or April to get in there and file that claim. And if you would turn 66 in September, that means you can earn up to $44,880 by August 31st and still receive all of your Social Security checks for 2017. It may be confusing, but you can visit our retirement planner online at socialsecurity.gov or call our 800 number 1-800-772-1213 and get more information.
And speaking of calling, we do have a caller, so let's get that caller on the air. Caller, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you ready for my question or what?
We are.
Yes.
Okay. I have a problem. I'm on oxygen. I wanted to get 2 things. I got one from the gentleman I was talking to, the general social number. You flashed it on so fast. But I have a big concern when I just got my notice about a 3% in.
Hello? Uh-oh.
Sounds like we lost our call. Hopefully you can call us back and get back on the air, finish your question. Some kind of way we lost your call, ma'am. We're sorry.
And again, one of the good things about it, if you do want to talk a little bit more, and I'll keep the number on just a little longer, 1-800-772-1213 is our 800 number. It's pretty great. Thanks. You know, after we're done with our show, you can still give them a call because they'll be available till 7. Yes, that 0.3% isn't exactly very big, so I know it's not making a lot of people happier. And one of the things that we do like to talk about, though, is if you are receiving Medicare coverage and you're having your premiums deducted from Social Security and your earnings are under $85,000 for the year, generally your Medicare does not increase more than your Social Security cost of living. So in that situation, we're not going to, you at least will stay even. And I guess staying even is better than getting less.
Yes.
So with the cost of living adjustments, I know they're not always the best, but that's what gets set through Congress, and we just try and let you know about it as well as we can.
And we want to remind some of our viewers out there that if you're receiving Social Security and you're not receiving a large Social Security benefit, you may be able to get your Social Security, your Medicare paid for by the state of Illinois. So that would be something else that would help you have more money coming in every month if you could get approved for that program. It's called a QMB, Qualified Medicare Beneficiaries. And you can contact the number, our 800 number, or you can go online and get information about that.
You know, before we continue on, I do want to talk a little bit about the working and the limits. Because we talked about the work limits if you're receiving Social Security benefits in the case of like retirement, survivors, spousal benefits. But when you're receiving disability benefits, it's a little different.
Yeah.
So let's cover that really quick because there might be a different limit to it, but there's also some more advantages that we have built in for individuals that may try and return to work.
Very good. Returning to work will not stop your disability benefits. Social Security has what we call work incentives that will help people who want to work. You may be able to receive monthly benefits and continue your health care coverage during what is called a trial work period. And for information about Social Security's work incentive programs that will help you get back to work, number one, you should visit our work site. We have a whole site that's dedicated to answering all your questions about work, and that's www.socialsecurity.gov/work. And we also have what's called a Red Book, and that's online. And that's at www.socialsecurity.gov/redbook. Or you can just check out our publications at www.socialsecurity.gov/pubs and type in work in the search box. And we have lots of information out there for people who want to go back to work.
And I mean, that's the one thing that we always want to talk about with our work incentives, because we don't want to take away that fear that you may think that as soon as you return to work, you may lose your benefits.
Right.
So that's why we want to talk about it. We'll take one last call before we start wrapping up the show. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes. What I wanted to know was, I got my letter about my increase, that they're going to have a small increase in the benefit of 3%. And then as I'm reading it, then I look back down and I discovered I actually have a decrease in my overall net check. Do they not consider when they give an increase to make it at least even with what you got before? They increased my Medicare medical insurance payment.
It
Wait
should,
a minute.
unless you're making over $85,000 a year.
No, it's not.
Then
Let me explain something. 1 minute. My
800 number, because we won't be able to correct it here online. So it's very important for you to call our 800 number so they can work on getting that done as quickly as possible.
All right, but can I ask the question?
Sure.
If they increased the medical insurance, should it still be equal with at minimum what I had before?
In most cases it is. That's why I'm referring you to call our 800 number to find out for sure what happened with your case specifically.
And then they had the nerve to tell me there will still possibly be an increase in my drug program.
Okay.
And I thought, my God, I'm going to be less $50 a check, and you tell me I'm having a 3% increase. So I called the 1-800-7.
I'm going to put it on the phone right. I'm going to put it on the screen right now.
I think I got it before, but it's a 1-800-1213, 772-1213.
Yes, 17.
Oh, that's a different.
All right, so as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with a few more things to think about. I usually only add one message at the end, but today I want to add two messages. So let's go with the first message. When you need verification of your Social Security benefits, there's no need to visit or call an office to get that verification, especially in times when you need to provide income for energy assistance as it gets cold. Hopefully you have looked into some energy assistance programs. Simply visit socialsecurity.gov/myaccount. There are a number of reasons you may need written verification of your Social Security benefits. You may need to provide it for the energy assistance program I just talked about, or even subsidized housing. Perhaps you're ready to make a major purchase and you're trying to get a loan from a bank or a financial institution. Or maybe you're applying for state benefits or moving into a new apartment or home. Using a benefit verification letter for any reason will allow you to have proof of your income. In addition to offering proof of your income, the letter is an official document that verifies your Medicare coverage, retirement or disability status, and age. If you need verification that you have applied for benefits and you have not received a decision, it also serves a purpose showing that you have applied. Whatever your reason, if you need verification of your income from Social Security, obtaining it is easy and convenient at socialsecurity.myaccount or socialsecurity.gov/myaccount. Now, to wrap up, I also want to remind everyone that as we head into the new year, you still have until January 31st for filing for Affordable Care Act for health insurance. Affordable health care is something that all Americans deserve. Before the Affordable Care Act, ACA, millions of people and their families were at risk of financial ruin because they were uninsured. Health insurance companies could also deny health insurance coverage due to a pre-existing condition like cancer or diabetes. Fortunately, you are now protected with the ACA. Open enrollment under the Affordable Care Act goes on through January 31st of 2017. No matter who you are, you're entitled to affordable health care. It's a crucial part of securing today and tomorrow. The Affordable Care Act also ensures that you are, even if you have that pre-existing condition, you will be covered. So thank you for watching our show. Have a happy new year, and we'll talk to you again soon. This is Social Security on KNTV. Andy and
Dolly?
are signing off. Have a good day.